Right. So why people even talk like he the best at? He didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or none of that.
He is good.
Possible. I think Lamont Roach is a good fighter, so he better shut up and stay focused.
Yeah, I think right now, Shakur the only fighter I think that can really give him that challenge, just because he got very high IQ, great defense.
In response to Shakur Stevenson's victory over Josh Padley, Gervonta Davis tweeted, "LOL," subtly dismissing Stevenson's performance. Clearly irritated, Tank fired shots, questioning why Stevenson was being referred to as one of the best boxers when he hadn't even properly fought at 135, and pointing out that Shakur lacked knockout power even when fighting at 126. Stevenson's credibility as an elite fighter was directly challenged, and it was evident that Tank wasn't backing down from the ongoing verbal duel.
Some of your 135 contemporaries have a lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, well, of course he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right. So why people even talk like he the best at? He didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you? All that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit.
During the post-fight press conference, Stevenson praised Turki Alek, the chairman of the Saudi Arabian General Entertainment Authority, for his investment in boxing and the opportunities he is providing as the country quickly becomes a major hub for high-profile fights. He also expressed his admiration for Saudi Arabia and the way they treat fighters, given that Saudi Arabia is prepared to pay high prices to host major fights. Stevenson made it clear that he would love to fight there again in the future. He even implied that a possible matchup with Davis would take place there. Not taking Davis's response lightly, Stevenson shot back, asking Davis to maintain his attention because he was about to face Lamont Roach. Even more upsetting was Stevenson's assertion that he thinks Roach might defeat Davis. Although the majority of experts believe that Davis will defeat Roach, Stevenson's remarks seem to be more intended to irritate Davis than to make a sincere prediction. Nevertheless, it is obvious that Stevenson wants Davis's attention and is prepared to insult him in order to force a fight.
Shakur, obviously, Tank Davis is the name on everyone's lips. Eddie Hearn spoke about it. Tank tweeted tonight, LOL, during the mid-rounds. What do you make of that? That's what he's supposed to do. He got to do that, but once again, he got to fight next week, right? So let's see. Let's see what he do. He fighting Lamont Roach next week. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight.
Do you think Lamont Roach could beat Tank Davis next week?
I think yes. I think it's possible. I think Lamont Roach is a good fighter, so he better shut up and stay focused.
What's the conversations been like with Turki Al-Sheikh about that Gervonta Tank Davis fight? Because Eddie says he wants to make it.
Turkey want to make the fight too. I think that once again, it's the biggest fight in boxing. He won it. I won it. Now it's all up to Tank.
Last one from me. Terence Crawford said you're like his little brother, and he's so proud of you tonight. What does it mean to you hearing that from Terence?
It means everything. Like I said, I'm an elite level fighter. I'm on the highest skill level, and I got my brothers coming here to support me. I could listen to him a little bit more because he knows what he's talking about. So I appreciate him, and I thank him for coming.
Shakur, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Stevenson's surgically repaired left hand seemed to bother again during the fight against Padley. Some saw him wince after some punches, which may have been the reason he didn't aim for an early knockout. Hand injury, though many fans deemed the fight dull and criticized Stevenson for failing to deliver an explosive knockout or engage in a more entertaining fight, this divide between boxing purists and casual fans continues to be a recurrent theme in discussions about Stevenson's style. Stevenson demonstrated his elite skills by stopping Josh Padley. Boxing legends and analysts praised him, acknowledging his technique and ring IQ. Many supporters were disappointed with Shakur's performance because they thought that given his skill, he ought to have defeated Josh Padley much sooner. Due to the gap and Padley's short notice, there were great anticipation that Stevenson would terminate the battle swiftly. I don't know if I'm just a hater or I don't like the guy, but I didn't enjoy the fight. I felt that Shakur Stevenson could have eliminated Padley much sooner. Shakur Stevenson defeats Josh Padley in the 8th round after dropping him 3 times, and his team throwing in the white toe to end the fight. I know that Shakur Stevenson is a patient fighter who prefers to take his time and carefully choose his punches, but I believe that Tuesday's fight was a great chance for you to show the boxing community and the entire world that you can knock someone out. He had that chance, and I feel like he just didn't take it, so for me, it's just kind of a bad taste again. I'm not sure if I'm just a hater or if many others share my opinion, but I'm interested in knowing if you believe that Shakur Stevenson could have performed better. I have to make sure that I'm at the top of my game because, even though I think the division was overrated because they weren't fighting each other, now that they are, Stevenson is laser focused on one thing: getting into the ring with Gervonta Davis. He believes that a fight between them would be the greatest fight in history, a true battle of skill, speed, and boxing IQ, and there is so much build-up and tension between them that the anticipation for this fight is at an all-time high. You and Tank have never been linked up in the ring before, so yes, we spared before, but can we ever expect a fight? Yes, I think that's going to be one of the biggest fights in the world, no cap. I think it's going to be a terrific fight, and I won't select a winner, but I feel like when they talk about Errol and Bud Crawford, I'm going to be about 2-0 at that, and it's probably much greater than that. I want to sit there as a fan because I'm always rocking with Bud, but you have to understand that people don't know how much love Errol gave me since I stopped being an amateur. I'm trying to avoid that, and instead be more of a fan who just watches the fight and sits there and enjoys it. By calling Tank a clown and asserting with confidence that Davis cannot defeat him, Shakur elevated the trash talk to a new level. Stevenson is known for his supreme self-belief, and he clearly sees himself as the superior boxer, but lie on me the whole time. I'm him, and his dad and his people lied on me the entire builder, so no, I'll probably never give that kid an opportunity. And you said that you're putting your money on Lamont Roos. But if Tank H gets the victory, is that the obvious fight? That's going to be next. Yeah, it's 2 best fighters in boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis is a hell of a fighter. I keep telling you he got great skills, but I'm better than him. I'm better than him at hit. And don't be hit. And he can't beat me. Was it a bit frustrating tonight with Padley just not being willing to play ball? And it ain't frustrating, I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. He was supposed to come in here, give it his all, make sure that he make it to the 12th round. That's what he was trying to do, so I succeeded at my job, and he tried to do his job. I imagine that Tank was tweeting LOL because it took you so long to get rid of him, But you didn't prepare for him. Did you have any idea how he was going to fight, or what his style would be before the first bell rang? No, I actually really ain't watch him that much, but once again, Tank style, he's a power punching, he's a guy that's trying to knock you out. I'm a guy that's trying to break you down, pick you apart. When if the knockout comes, they come, so I'm two different styles, but I'm better than him at the art of boxing, and obviously you end. Tank have your distance here and there, but you kind of alluded to it a couple seconds ago, is the deep down respect for each other. I got respect for his game, I don't got respect for the person. I think he's a clown. He last one. How can we make that fight happen? Turkey has all the money, so I'm prepared to put on the largest fight possible. Let's negotiate. I believe we can both make a lot of money. In a recent interview, Terrence Crawford was asked if he thought that Tank may be too much for Shakur given his combination of power, experience, and talents. The boxing world is roiling with talk of a possible Tank against Shakur showdown, but fans are divided.